Baby dolls, I've got another quick update, but I'm putting on the Trump wig again because we're going to speak about Icosa, all right? Icosa is actually cranking. Have a look at this, man. Icosa up 59% in the day. Now, I know this little arrow looks little, and yeah, it's meant to be. That's how oversold Icosa was. Now, if you remember, friends, I'll play some pump music for the gentle reminder, Icosa. Icosa, friends, is leverage on HEX. Icosa is the expansion pack on HEX, and it's wonderful to see it actually having this cranky G move up to 15 cents. That's that chart again. I look at the ratio. I know a lot of people don't, but you need to. You need to, because you get an idea of just how high these things can fly. Now, friends, you honestly, looking at the ratio is important, but it's not a necessity to like understand much. It's just like, you know, well, doesn't really matter, friends, because these things blow to the upside all the time. It's not really the end of the world if you don't know it, but it helps you identify value zones. This is Icosa USD. You understand? This is not even the ratio, but man, it's still got a freaking 8x to go back to its August 2022 price, back when HEX was 3 cents in the bear market. HEX was down 96% back then. All right, 95, 94%. And Icosa was $1.38. Icosa today is still 15 freaking cents. What the hell happened? Now remember, HEX is leverage. So HEX is the spear for Icosa. So the fact that HEX has been bleeding every quarter for the past 2 years is showing you, okay, it's reflected in the Icosa price getting decimated. If you look at the Icosa HEX price, this is the ratio, friends. Look at this. It's at the top of the box now. This is the ceiling up here at 50. Now, from today, what does it mean? It means the max it can go, by the way, the ceiling's actually a bit higher, but it's around 3x. It's around 3x. So whatever HEX does, Icosa can triple it. Now, you might be saying, well, is 3 a big number? Yeah, when a coin is down 98% on the lows and there is no supply on the way up, because all the weak hands surely are out by now. So if something is down 98% and you have a slingshot leverage capability that can triple it, watch out for the bazookas when this thing finally turns around. Now, of course, friends, it's been turning around. There's an iBURN protocol. I have not had enough time to look into it. It's probably one of these, like, throw money in, move things around. I don't know. We'll have to look at it later. I just don't have time to look at all these. But the more activity, the better. The more eyeballs, the better. Icosa, man, this is very, very, very powerful. Friends, if it got up here, so look, you could do a lot of things with Icosa. I mean, for example, Alex could make a Staked-Pulsechain, a rocket pool fork. And then if you just hold the PLS, you get yield. And what he could do is do what rocket pool does. He basically goes, well, whatever yield we collect, you receive 80% of it. And then the other 20% goes into just buying Icosa. There you go, up only. It's basically taking the yield up for that. Now you're probably wondering, okay, for new people, they're saying, why would you do that and not get the yield all for yourself in Pulsechain? It's because you need to run a computer, you need to run a validator, you need to like look at some techie expert network things. You got to make sure your computer runs all the time. You got to pay for Amazon servers if you're not at home. All these things, friends, all these things. So it's pretty much just paying for the convenience. They do this with Ethereum, and you know, Coinbase runs it. You have Rocket Pool. They have these staked Ethereum products. So all you got to do is hold Ethereum, this staked Ethereum product in your wallet, and it just accumulates yield automatically. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to press any buttons or whatever. And if anyone wants to sell your Ethereum too low, someone can buy it and then go to the smart contract and just grab the arbitrage value out. They can do that. So if someone wants to give, hey, let's say you had 1 billion staked pulse. Okay, if someone sold that 1 billion staked pulse for like near 1 cent, down 99.9%, you could buy it. But then you can go to the website and you can literally just grab 1.04 billion pulse for yourself, and you paid for it for a cent. So that's why they won't be able to do this. That's why these things work for Ethereum. It's actually, friends, it's actually the highest TVL, total value locked, in crypto. It's actually in Lido DAO. Everybody is doing staked Ethereum. That's probably the future as these things continue to grow. So back to my post here, right? Icosa up a big giant 60%. It's leverage on HEX. Icosa has a recent tick up thanks to iBURN. Alex MagicBeard is still cooking. So you're still going to have the Icosa Hedron V2. There's also, friends, like the staking feature. You can do cross-platform staking. Not really 100% sure what he's cooking. We'll just have to wait and see. But this is pretty much it. Like, the market cap is so small. Like, you know something's coming. You know something's coming. And then pretty much it's out 15 cents. Now, I don't know how high these things go. I'm just telling you, man. See, a lot of people say to me, Will, friends, sure, I don't have long-term stakes for HEX. I don't. But it's okay if you do. I'm just telling you, this is the thing. People have just thrown it out completely. All right? Okay, look. You got to think about this. The re-emergence of, say, Richard Hart in the picture and the re-emergence of the HEX price going up, that will ignite the conversation about staking again. And then everything around them suddenly seems viable. We just all go through a cycle. All right, so you got to think about what that world looks like. I'm not investing for today's world, okay? I'm a peanut brain. I'm investing for what the world in the future looks like. What does it look like in 12 to 18 to 24 months? If Richard's back, if HEX's price is up, people are talking about staking more, right? And we're showing the T-share chart. I'm thinking about that world. And what does that world mean? Well, that world usually means there's more of a staking frenzy. People want to do stuff. Remember the Icosa, you can mint the NFTs and all these other things with it, and they can add more features later on. That's showing you how just tremendously oversold this thing is, because everyone just, of course, we're all looking at meme coins, friends, but also Icosa is super cheap, man. It's super cheap. It's really important. And if you want to just look at the leverage, right? If HEX can go back to 33 cents, Icosa can do a 100x from here. Because I showed you that Icosa versus HEX can do a 3x. So you just multiply whatever HEX can do by 3. Now, you might say to me, HEX is going to do a 100x. Okay, well, maybe Icosa does 300x. So it's up to you. It depends what the spear does. We don't know. It's just like us in altcoins and meme coins, friends. Also, I've seen here, Lil Donny Boo. Is Icosa on Ethereum dead? No, friends. Alex basically, I think he said he made a confirmation post in Telegram or something saying that the Icosa on Pulsechain and Ethereum, the protocol is both going to count them as one. Now, I'm not saying it's an arbitrage. It's a cost parity, okay? It's cost. So it doesn't mean that you're worth one. It just means that to use the protocol fee or the staking or however it's going to work, it will accept like a fee, but it will accept like, 100 Icosa. But it doesn't matter whether your Icosa is from Ethereum or Pulsechain. It's going to be the exact same thing. So it's a cost parity thing. It's basically if the market wants to value them the same, it can. It's just that what will end up happening is if you want to use the cross-chain staking feature and you want to stake or whatever, well, if you're going to put in 100 Icosa, you're going to buy the cheaper one. And then that's hopefully what brings it up. But I'm not exactly sure how it's all going to play out, friends. It's all financial experimentation. Speaking of financial experimentation, friends, political finance coins, okay? We're going to go through more of this. Very interesting pricing. They've given 16 million market cap to a vice president coin. Like, bro, you don't even know who the vice president's going to be. Fuck, we're degens, man. Family-friendly show. Oh, man, we are so degenerate in crypto. Like, you've made a coin for a position of a guy that you don't even know who exists yet. And you don't even know which party he's in. Like, it could be anybody. Oh, my God. They made a king. The VP coin. What do we do? I don't know. I'll just roll with it. I don't know. Just roll with it, friends. I don't know, man. Orange Man Good is only 1.1 million market cap. Okay, looking at it. And quickly, friends, I've just opened it up here. It's actually flying to 1.4 million market cap. Just, man, don't FOMO into anything. Don't FOMO into anything. Wait for value. Wait for value. People going nuts. There's a Trump fever, but also like, what's the value? I guess that's $1 million question. Remember, friends, I've got another video to show you what to do. Okay, you put on a super trend. Okay, you put on a super trend, go down the time frame, and you can just at least go, all right, well, okay, you're cheap, you're expensive here. If you come back down 40, 50%, then consider looking at it. Doesn't mean you buy automatically, just consider it. But man, with these stuff, man, when they're low market cap, they fly. They just freaking fly. That's the whole point of finding deep value stuff. Okay, it's I've noticed the pattern, right? I get a thesis, I get in, no one talks about it. No one thinks about it. We tick on the days and the calendars. Once it starts going up, if I say anything about the thesis, it's got like super power fire. Like, wow, it makes so much sense. Like, bro, it's the same thesis. It's just that the coin price is going up. So people just get more FOMO, but it is what it is, man. That's what you're getting, friends. You're going to have to just That's why I beg of you, man. I beg of you. Okay, you don't have to follow anything I do. I'm just telling you, all right? If you want to win in this game, when you see a cheap price, just throw something in. That's it. Just throw something in. Yeah, it might not be your biggest clip. It might not be the best price. It might not be just, you throw something in and you go, all right, I'd like to DCA in 5 days from now. Come back in. That's pretty much how you got to do it, man, because these things will just shock you, friends. It's crypto, man. We know the liquidity in these are thin. We know these are deep value contrarian. Even look at political finance coins, okay? They're almost 1 billion market cap. They're up to 769 million. The Trump coin, oh man, like it feels like Trump coin's going to probably hit 1 billion just on the GCR alone. Isn't it funny? Like, how big is your lottery ticket size, right? Some of you have $5. Some of you have $10, $20, $100, friends. Don't let anybody ever shame you for a size. Everybody's at different parts of their journey. All right, we all are to love and respect each other for that. GCR's bullet is $7.5 million, though. That's funny, man. I can't believe that. His bullet. All right, let's poop around here. Let's screw around. $7.5 million. Why'd I even buy the Trump coin? I don't know. Why that coin? I got no idea, friends. I got no idea. Like, why didn't you just make a coin? You know everyone's going to buy it. You'll be infinitely rich. I don't know, man. I don't know how the guy works. I don't even know if it is a guy. It could be like a squirrel. Could be, it's the Grim Reaper. And baby dolls, I got to stress this to you, okay? Before you touch any coin, you must do your research for the community around it. You must. I can only go so far. Trust me, man. I got 2 hands, okay, and I got nuts to hold all day. But that's your informational edge here. Now, in the stock market world, you look at cash flow. You look at the balance of the company. Sweet. All right. In crypto, what cash flow? There is none. Okay, so you have to measure things differently. It's not so easy. You can't just look at a number and go, oh, you're making cash. It's not so easy. You got to look at the meme. We really got to dig in. But the reward is so high if you can get it right. So there's a difference between the 30 meme coins a day launching on Solana that rug everyone as soon as people put $10 into a freaking cat coin. There's a difference between them, and then you have top tier premier Landwolf, okay? Look at the artwork Mr. Grapes is making. Bro, I don't even know. Like, I'm like, who's this guy? Look at this insane stuff, friends. This is we're killing off the Jeets and the vampires. You see that? Isn't it cute? He's got the crown and the sword. He's still like an older kid. He's smoking a doobie because he's Pepe's best friend. He's Pepe's best friend. Now we have the chart here. So I'm just going to show you the differences here, friends. You could see the difference between, okay, these new coins versus the other ones, okay, versus ones that are more established. Your goal is, friends, your goal is not to find the most established and to jump in, because where's the value at that point? Where's the value? Okay, you're relying on the Coinbase customers to come in later on and maybe buy your coin. There's no value there. I want to find something where the energy about the meme coin in the community is like, it's not matching to where the valuation is. I want to find stuff where there's a mismatch here. And friends, you never really know. We're just guessing, but we're just guessing. Okay, I'm wearing a Donald Trump wig. You know what I mean? Look at this Landwolf though, okay? It is 5-time rug survivors, 5-time vampire survivors. The contract address ends in 615, the angel number for the divine plan. That is a cute meme for us. Do you understand? But the first two, man, 5-time rug survivors, 5-time vampire survivors. That's what I get asked all the time. Oh, what are you going to do if another vampire, another Landwolf is... I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm telling you, there's something about this community, this makeup. They did not quit. They did not quit. That's it. That's good enough for me. It's good enough for me. Look at this. They didn't pivot to any other chain. They remained on Ethereum. There are fire memes and art from Mr. Grapes, as we just saw. The dev is from Australia. All right, this is obviously a fun part. The Twitter space meetups. Like, you're just looking at these, friends. I'll be honest. There's other coins we own. Like, they're not having this. They just don't have anywhere near this level of the ferocity and how vicious they are to win. You know what I mean? It's still a 60x to 1 billion. All right, not financial advice. It's not a specific target. I mean, hey, why can't I hit 10 billion? You don't know. You don't know. I'm just telling you, like, I like that. I like that. Look, because remember, in my mind, I'm seeing a $100 billion meme coin. I'm seeing that. Yeah, today, 1 billion is big. That's today. But I'm not investing for today, friends. I'm investing for the future. I mean, you know, think about, I'm investing for GameStop and Roaring Kitty and the resistance. The resistance out there. Organic grassroots community growth. So, do you see these, friends? These are notches on the belt. This is like a champion belt. This is so much different compared to, here's a cat coin that one of the main characters likes, which is true. It's at like 300 million market cap. All right, it went up there in a month. You see what I mean? There's a difference there. Like, okay, here's the thing. If he told you he was going to start tweeting about it, don't even mid-curve it. Just buy the freaking cat coin and get in. The problem is, by the time I hear about it and you hear about it, it's at like 180 million market cap. Yeah, it goes up to 280. That's a plus 50% gain. Right, you see what the risk is with any of these? Plus, you're risking 100% of the bullet for a plus 50%. What if they move on to something else? I'm just helping you try to get an idea, get a feeling in a very, very non-sexual way, very consensual, sign on dotted line, trying to get a feel for like why do we get into some stuff and not others? Like what's actually going on? But now you're getting to suss it out, friends. There's a stickiness around and remember, it doesn't just have to be fun and entertainment. Yeah, Landwolf and stuff is fun and entertainment, but iCOSA has something no other freaking coin in the Pulsechain ecosystem has. It was given a nod of approval by Richard Hart himself. Richard Hart only likes Bitcoin, Ethereum, his own coins, and Monero. That's it. That's literally it. And the fact that Richard Hart, so how did he give a nod of approval? He said, I think pretty much, he bonded the liquidity from the OA to HEX for it, for Hedron when it came out. When the ID first came out, he basically gave it a nod of approval, and it satisfied all of his conditions. The founder didn't enrich himself. It was basically like a fair launch thing. I forgot what the other one is. Okay, it was pretty much it. There's no admin keys as well. It's a finished product. Okay, so think about it. It's more true than Richard Hart's existing products today. That's what iCOSA has, this reputation in there. Now, that doesn't mean, okay, let's get a FOMO run or anything. I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you, you can't get this anywhere else, friends. The guy gave the nod of approval to something. This is worth something. Like, friends, just imagine if Satoshi came back and you found out he likes a coin. Imagine he says, yeah, man, I really like Uniswap. Well, it's just something, whatever it is. Everyone would go nuts. When Vitalik likes something, they are the chosen ones. Okay? So everyone knows this, by the way. Here's the thing, man. Friends, I'm an independent thinker. Obviously, you realize that by now. So if someone likes something, my whole life, I'm like, who cares? Who cares if I like it? Yeah, I like chocolate ice cream. What do you like? Strawberry? So yeah, I used to think like that. But now we got to be one with the market. We got to be one with everyone else. How network effects work. We got to do that. For example, friends, if the president, let's say Uncle Joey Biden, let's say he trips up some stairs and then trips down some stairs and he goes out and he actually says, I like this pizza store, Uncle Joe's. I like this pizza store. Damn, it's good pizza. What do you think is going to happen to the freaking pizza store chain within the next 5 hours? They are going to be blowing up with all the pizza orders you can think about, all right? So it's exactly the same thing. What if Donald Trump comes and says, I like this guy's steak at this restaurant? That's it. It's bang. All the supply is gone straight away. So these powerful people that have network effects, yeah, we have to listen and think about it because they're just network effects spreading throughout the world, all right? It's very, very important to think about it like that. So now you get to see, friends, we're looking at strong coins. We're looking at what's strong and also have a respect and humility because strong also does mean expensive, all right? But also you're looking at potential. So it's not just are they strong today, but can they be strong in the future? A lot of these, friends, I know a lot of this, it flies over a lot of people's heads, but that's why these things, man, that's why the reward on the win is freaking 50 to 100 times your money. All right, that's why the reward is that big. Sometimes 500 times your money, sometimes 1,000 times the money, 1,000x, 500x. That's why. It's because no one can see it. No one can see it, but trust me, man, you only need one, friends. You only need one. You only need one. Now, here's the thing. You're like, oh, but there's so many meme coins. I don't know what to do. It's all right. It's okay. You got the idea, man. We just need one home run, friends. What's our home run? We know, that's the thesis. Okay, the trumpeting, the ribbiting. We know that. No more bugs. All Premiere, your friend Somi thesis is here, okay? We know that everybody out there in the world, they're poor and they're bored. We know that. We know inflation is eating into them. We know that they're seeing all of us have fun here wearing wigs as Donald Trump. having fun in crypto, and there is life-changing gains being made. Of course, we're making multiple of their salaries. We're just not telling them because we don't want them to come and screw the game up for us. You understand? We're crushing them. We're crushing them beyond imagination. We know they're watching. And we know no matter what we do, we just can't get them to come in yet. And we know, just like that, something as a catalyst will appear. Roaring Kitty comes back. People didn't even know who Roaring Kitty was. Now they all read about him. Sweet. Okay. GameStop, the resistance, blowing and beating the hedge funds, beating all these people. Remember Doge and everything coming out. Friends, something happens. Whoever's in those unicorns, they're going to make the 1000x. We don't know. But you don't need a 1000x to really kill it. Remember, I've only had a friend named your friend Tommy who told you, guess what? You know, if you put in more than like 1 week's worth of wages into crypto, you just went in harder during the depression, you end up crushing it. And that's exactly what you've done. That's why we're the highest value content in crypto. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you soon.